Hello, and welcome to News Scope Daily TV, your trusted source for in-depth global analysis. Tonight, we bring you an exclusive look at how Tanzania is deepening its strategic partnership with Russia, signaling a major shift in East African diplomacy. President Samia Suluhu Hassan's personal letter to Russian President Vladimir Putin, delivered by Tanzania's foreign minister, marks a milestone in cooperation across diplomacy, trade, defense, energy, agriculture, and tourism. But what does this mean for Tanzania's relations with the West, and how is this reshaping regional geopolitics? Stay with us as we break it all down, and remember, if you value insightful independent reporting, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share this video to keep our community informed. Tanzania delivers letter to Putin. Tanzania's foreign minister met with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov in Moscow this week, personally delivering a letter from President Samia Suluhu Hassan. In the letter, President Hassan reaffirmed Tanzania's desire to expand cooperation with Russia, highlighting shared interests in global diplomacy, trade, and security. Russia, in turn, welcomed closer coordination, particularly at the United Nations and other international forums. Analysts say this signals a mutual recognition. Tanzania is seen as a stable, reliable East African partner with strategic access to the Indian Ocean and a foreign policy that is non-aligned. Experts note that Russia values Tanzania not just for its resources, but also as a dependable diplomatic ally in a region often dominated by Western influence. An expert in African diplomacy commented, Tanzania's approach reflects a broader trend in Africa, seeking partnerships that are not conditional upon domestic politics or Western aid policies. Russia-Africa summit planning. The Moscow meetings also included discussions on the third Russia-Africa summit. Sergei Lavrov confirmed that both sides are exploring timing and venue for the next summit, emphasizing strong diplomatic alignment. Tanzania is positioning itself as a key interlocutor in Africa for Russia, taking advantage of its stable governance and strategic location. Analysts suggest this engagement could help Tanzania secure more favorable trade deals and technology partnerships, reinforcing its role on the continental stage. Trade and currency shift economic cooperation is a central pillar of this partnership. Annual trade between Tanzania and Russia stands at roughly $400 million, predominantly Russian exports such as grain and fertilizers, while Tanzania exports key commodities including coffee and tea. In a significant move, the two nations began using their national currencies for bilateral trade in 2024, signaling a step away from reliance on the US dollar. Analysts argue this is not just an economic decision, but a geopolitical one. Reducing dollar dependence gives Tanzania more autonomy in global markets and positions it to navigate international sanctions and financial restrictions more effectively. An economic analyst noted, currency independence in trade with Russia could open doors for Tanzania to diversify its partners and strengthen its bargaining power globally. Defense and energy cooperation expands. Defense and energy cooperation are also deepening. In 2025, a Russian naval training vessel visited Dar es Salaam after South Africa denied it entry, highlighting Tanzania's openness to strategic partnerships in maritime security. Energy projects are on the horizon as well. Rosatom, Russia's state nuclear company, is leading a $1.2 billion uranium project in Namtumbo, set to reach full production in 2026. Analysts say this partnership will provide Tanzania with a stable energy source while enhancing its geopolitical leverage. Agriculture and tourism partnerships. Russian companies are increasingly interested in Tanzania's agriculture and tourism sectors. Over 40 Russian firms have expressed interest in exporting food products, machinery, and technology, while Russian tour operators are expanding packages beyond Zanzibar, opening mainland Tanzania to more international visitors. This expansion is expected to create jobs, improve infrastructure, and diversify Tanzania's economy, making the Russia partnership more than just political, it's economic, technological, and cultural. Geopolitical realignment. Amid Western criticism, the partnership comes amid strained relations with Western governments following Tanzania's disputed 2025 elections. The European Union suspended $185 million in aid, while the United States imposed visa restrictions and launched a comprehensive policy review. Analysts say this has made Russia an increasingly attractive partner. Unlike Western governments, Russia offers cooperation without conditions, a point Tanzania seems to value highly as it navigates sanctions and international scrutiny. A political analyst observed, "For Tanzania, Russia represents stability, economic opportunity, and diplomatic respect. This is a pragmatic alignment in a changing geopolitical landscape." Teaser for next segment. As Tanzania deepens its strategic partnership with Russia, the implications for the region and for Western influence are profound. From diplomacy to trade, energy, and defense, this relationship is shaping a new chapter in East African geopolitics. Stay tuned, because next on Newscope Daily TV, we investigate political assassinations in Africa and how they've shaped the continent's modern history, a story you won't want to miss. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with friends who want to understand global affairs. Your support helps us continue to bring you insightful, independent reporting every day.